Hey guys, God bless. Welcome back to my channel. I am Charlene, and today I'm going to share with you guys some things that God laid on my heart on yesterday. I was led to get this composition book and a pen, and I start writing things that I did myself because I'm not going to tell you anything that I wouldn't do. But I hope and pray you are encouraged, blessed, and that you honor and obey God. We know that when we're on this side, God talks, he talks to everyone a lot. It's up to you to hear him. But please do not get stuck on, I need to hear God in a audible voice, because I almost want to say that is absolutely not ever the case, but I don't know how to say it and it be true, because obviously it varies per person. Let's just say that one way that God will speak to you, me, and everybody in this whole earth is through his word. Second would be through a vessel. That is two things that are absolutely positively true no matter who you are. But we'll leave it at that because I don't want to offend anyone. Anywho, the first thing on my list is delete all photos that aren't being used or are duplicates. This is hard because I have kids. If you have kids, this is 10 times more harder than what it has to be. Your child crawls, they talk, they smile, they're giggling. You want to catch the perfect frame, right? And sometimes it takes a while. Maybe 20 pictures later, you say, haha, I got it. But let's not forget to delete the other 19. I am a YouTuber creator. I have 2 channels, well, technically 3. And I help my husband, so I have a combination of pictures in my phone. I almost had 7,000. I was led to go in and actually clean that up. That's something that's been on my heart for a long time. And I'm not just saying this for my own benefit. I'm saying this for anybody else out there that you know what you invest in. And a lot of times people invest in themselves as far as pictures. So you take like 1,001 pictures everywhere you go. Most of the time you may post a minimum of 5 or less on social media. So what in the world do you do with those other pictures? Delete them. Just delete them. There's no need to hold on to those photos because you're not going to repost an older moment. Yes, they try to come up with crafty things like Throwback Thursday, Flashback Friday, but how often are you going to do that? And how many pictures do you need for that? This is my rule for pictures. The best, the second best, and a possibility. Meaning that you got your 2 best options, and then you got that one that may be enough different than the others that you actually want to hold on to it, or you may actually post at a later time. The rest of them can go in the trash. Next, clear out your closet. This is something I've been struggling with, mainly because we have a new baby. So I went from clearing it out and reorganizing it to best benefit me and Jace, to clearing out and reorganizing it to best fit me, Jace, and Bella. Yes, we all share one closet. And it gets tough because there's a mixture of things in there. But one thing that I hold true on is that if it is needed, it stays. If not, it goes. The rule is simple. If I do not see myself using it in a year, if someone has already outgrown something, because I was holding on to things for sentimental value, but God dealt with me with that. And of course, I'm talking about myself. I'm not trying to convict anyone. But for me, it was none of that goes in the grave with you. None of that will go in the grave with them. And there's better, healthier ways to hold on to moments in time versus things, because things are useless. Like, why hold on to some baby shoes when somebody else out there in the world can actually benefit from them? But yeah, so clear out your closet. If you haven't used it in a year, get rid of it. Consider those who don't have, donate it to these Habitat for Humanity, Salvation Army, thrift stores, Goodwills. Consider those places. They'll be more than happy to take your donations, and you would then bless someone who actually can benefit from it. So that brings me to my next one. Donate to the Goodwill. Y'all know I go to the Goodwill often, sometimes too much. And sometimes I get things I need, and sometimes I get things that I want. Nonetheless, the price is what's the bargain. I can go in there and spend anywhere between half or a third of the cost that it would have cost me in a regular store. Even if it's just me, think about, or even if I can say that for myself, think about all the other people out there who shop at these places too, and think about how much of a blessing some of your items can be. A lot of times we accumulate a lot of things and they end up being considered worthless or pointless after some time. Everything that you think is pointless and worthless can benefit someone else. One man's trash is another man's treasure. This is why I don't recommend just hauling stuff up and throwing it away unless it's ruined, broken, cannot be repaired, disgustingly dirty, where you don't feel like you're going to clean it, and you definitely don't want to put that burden on someone else. Because dirt and germs and mildew and mold, these things can cause health problems. So you don't just say, well, they can clean it up or they can figure it out. No, I encourage you, clean up what you can if you're going to donate it. And then if it's beyond repair, throw it in the trash, because that can become a problem too. I found myself saying, well, the Goodwill. And no, some things are just designated for the trash. Sort through Bibles and books. This is something I've been doing for quite some time. Y'all, I am so proud of myself. To God be the glory. I now have, I don't know. Wait, technically speaking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just know I have less than 20 in here in my possession. I give God the glory. I think that it's beautiful for me, and it's progress. And I'm giving myself more grace, because I used to attack myself and say, no, I need to get under double digits, which would be 9 or less. But I'm still working on it, and who knows how God's going to work it out, because I already got a feeling of the next Bible I'm going to give away. So stay tuned for that. And books and Bibles can go to the Goodwill. And I told you guys on plenty of occasions, one of the most heartbreaking things is that the Bible sections here in my area, they are very minimum, which is why I asked you guys, if you don't know where to donate, you don't have anyone personally, and you don't want to go through the hassle, because I understand, because there's always two groups of people, those who want to get their hands dirty and those who cut to the chase. And I know for me, I was always a cut to the chase person. Like when a church had a need of something and they was like, well, go out and ask people. I'm like, no, I'm not comfortable doing that, but I will give that amount up front myself. That's just always been me. My husband's like that too. We don't want to hassle people. So you may say, well, I'm not really a people person, so maybe I can send it to you and you can give it away. That's fine. I have people sending me stationaries, Bibles, and Bible tabs. So be on the lookout for those things. Anything can be a blessing to someone else. You just don't know. So if you're not using it, you don't have no benefit of it, or you don't got your use out of it, send it or donate it. Either or. I'm not being picky. I'm not saying you have to send it to me, because you do not have to. Because I'm not, as of right now, I'm not asking for anything. Let's make that clear, because I got to make a video about that too. Speaking of that. But clean out your cabinets. Check your food. Make sure your food is up to par. Make sure you have a decent amount of food. There's preparing and there's overdoing it. We are in a very delicate place in history right now. We have prices going up. Foods aren't easily going on the shelves as they used to or once did. So you do want to be careful, and you want to make sure you have a decent amount to take care of you and your family. But you do not want to overdo it, and you don't want to hold on to the unnecessary. So food that has expired or out of date, get rid of it. If you know you have cushion to provide and share, check out pantries, soup kitchens, shelters, and things of that nature. There's always somebody who has a need for something. So check it out, check into your community, and make a difference. Be light. Remove anything from your home you haven't used in a year. Short, simple, and sweet, straight to the point. That's my rule for anything. If I have not touched it in a year, it has to go. Hence, y'all remember my Inspired Prayer Bible. I held on to that Bible for almost a whole year, and I said, if I don't use it now, it's getting out of here. And guess what? I used it. And this is clothes, books, Bibles, pens, stationery, purses. I've been getting rid of a lot of stuff. So And it's been good for me. Like, it's giving me something to do. It's helping me to be productive, and it's helping me help you guys, because I need to be the example. Start a savings account. This is hard. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't make much money, but God has been tugging at me to go ahead and make a savings account. And I know one benefit from that would be able to bless and send my daughter off to college in a decent order. One thing that was taken for granted when I went to college was that, okay, you did your FAFSA, you got room and board, you got a CAF on campus, you don't need anything else. Not true. There are other expenses such as washing your clothes, hygiene products, food in case of emergency, in case there's a flood, tornado, snow, or the CAF is closed for holidays or whatever. You want to make sure that your child is straight, and do not take for granted that they are. And everyone can't afford to go home on weekends, so keep that in mind as well. And one thing that used to happen, college was a community. So a lot of kids help other kids. So you can talk to your children that's going off to college and figure out, okay, who or what do you know may be struggling, coming from a single parent home, that doesn't have a job, or coming from a low income environment, or lack of resources. Figure out who these people are and be a blessing. You never know how much anything can mean. I know for when I went off, my college put together baskets for us, and include hygiene products, clothes hangers, towels, bath cloths, all the things that you're definitely going to need as a college student. And keep this in mind, and I cannot stress enough. When you're at home, we tend to take care of like soap, bath cloths, and towels, right? And we wash clothes. When you're off to college, they do not have that cushion. So do not send your child away with 3 bath cloths. Make sure they have plenty of soap, plenty of detergent, plenty of deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush. Take care of the necessities. With that being said, that leads to my last point here. Invest in a youth. Find out someone who is going off to college or going to a trade school and figure out what they need. Just be a blessing. It doesn't take much. If you are unsure, do not fight about giving them money. I really hate, and it's crazy because the world will literally give and donate and provide to any and everyone whenever there's a need. But when it comes to church people, we want to clutch our pearls and clutch our purse. I don't know what that spirit is, but it is not okay, and it is not of God. Oh, this is my money. Why are you asking for my money? Oh, why? You need to get rid of that attitude. Get rid of that. That is not of God. And I'm not just saying it because I'm on this end and I'm saying this stuff. I'm saying this as a person who is a regular day-to-day person. When I go out there in these streets, like, stop clutching your purses to your chest like it's God. It's not. God is your provider, just like he provides for other people. And God uses vessels to bless. And I'm going to leave it at that because I got a whole nother video coming. But anyway, this is what blessed me, and this is what I conclude in my time with God in this fast. Y'all know I made a video and I said I literally felt like I was crying on the inside, and I felt so burdened and so down. And God gave me this. Remember what you prayed for. And it was like, I did pray for this. I didn't pray for the hurt and the pain, the burden and anxiety, but my prayer was 2 things. Help me to help others by any means necessary according to God's will and his glory. So if I have to go through something to get the point across to somebody else, or be a blessing, or to help someone get along their hurdle, then I'm all for it. I will forever be a punching bag if it means someone else will learn from this. And then next is create in me a clean heart and renew a spirit in me. This is important because as I go further, God's already blessing this YouTube channel. He's blessed the other YouTube channel. He's blessing my husband's YouTube channel for us to reach more people. So with that being said, while this is taking place, God has to continue to do works in us. And sometimes it doesn't feel good, and sometimes it'll be on camera, sometimes it'll be off camera. But we ask and pray for wisdom and guidance that God will show us. I know that what I was going through and what I'm still trailing on is for someone else as well. And for that, I give God the glory, and I count all things joy, because this is helping somebody. This is not just about me. And that's what the body of Christ is all about. Like, we don't hold these things to ourselves. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. If you can help me, help me. We have to learn how to inform, rebuke, love, how to draw near, how to just gather, and how to scatter. Like, we have to learn all these things, and we have to learn the biblical way to do these things. And we have to be obedient and be moving according to God's will. We can't just go out there willy-nilly, which I know, because a lot of people can say, you overshare. No, I know that when God gives me these messages and he talks to me, that they are meant, intended for someone. And I thank God for that. And I thank God for you guys for listening and allowing me to speak. I thank God for this message and these things to consider. So take it all into consideration. Pray about it, of course, and then act accordingly. I love you guys. God bless. Take care. Bye.